are getting our first sneak peek at the Cleveland Clinic Global Peak Performance Center downtown. The state-of-the-art facility will not only be home to the Cavs training facility, but the clinic's next generation of performance care. Caitlin McCarthy has the story.
The Cleveland Clinic Global Peak Performance Center is about a year out from being completed. We got to see where the athletes will enter this facility, where they'll see their doctors, and the space where state-of-the-art technology will be used for their recovery. Construction is underway at Cleveland Clinic's Global Peak Performance Center in downtown Cleveland. You'll find it on Collision Bend along the riverfront across from Rocket Arena. This will be the home of the Cavaliers' new state-of-the-art training and practice facility. But this building isn't just about the Cavs. Athletes of all ages and abilities can be treated here.
It's going to be a team facility, meaning that we're not only going to see our patients, but we're going to take care of them. And so the same services that they're going to have access to, our patients that are our regular patients are going to have the same sort of access to the same technology, the same type of care, the same imaging that our players will just walk across the bridge and obtain.
Dr. James Rosnick, along with Dr. Paul Salawan, walking us through the advanced technology and care patients will have access to. The first floor is where imaging will be done.
Having athletes in the MRI scanner, moving their body, getting an MRI, being able to evaluate kinematics live, real time, which is exceptional, which is something we haven't done much of yet, but we're excited to do that here.
The next floor is where you'll find the rooms where the patient will see their doctor.
We've gone through processes in determining every single aspect of this room, including even the beds are specially designed for certain athletes of certain height and other athletes that it may involve. So there's many different nuances that we've taken into account with this facility that make it much more than a standard medical office building.
The facility will utilize high-tech tools to help athletes recover and perform even stronger.
The force plates are a data component that you're getting from a jump or land. The visual component of that as well, in terms of your body positioning and understanding the biomechanics of what muscles are putting you in those positions, which we can understand may put you at risk for more injury depending on what that injury may be.
In downtown Cleveland, Caitlin McCarthy, 19 News.